Over 2 million people live in Riverside County without a local news perspective. Until now. Spirit of Innovation, bringing you the need-to-know and good-to-know local, regional, county news, creating community and inspiration for business and residents.
Hello, I'm Gabriela Venturo, and welcome to Spirit of Innovation, a magazine news and information show brought to you by nonprofit JDS Creative Academy, keeping you in the know. We have a lot coming up for you, including a look at the impact of global warming on Riverside County, an interview with the screenwriter of a popular holiday movie, and many good-to-know holiday events going on in our area. But first, a word from our executive producer.
Thank you all for watching our special holiday remote edition. As you can see from the way we opened the show, our team is back to working remotely. Some of our JDS family did test positive for the coronavirus just after the Thanksgiving break. But due to the safety measures here at the studio, thankfully only 2 were affected, and I'm happy to say that both are on the mend and doing well. As we continue to be diligent in our safety measures here at JDS, I hope you're all doing the same. I know it's exhausting, but there is hope in sight. Using a football analogy, my dad shared with me just the other day. We are in the red zone and looking to score, but don't let your defenses down, as nobody wants to be intercepted at the 5-yard line. So please do your part. Keep your spirits up, wash your hands, wear your mask, and stay home whenever possible. Thank you all again. Now it's back to you, Gabriela, with more need-to-know information.
Thanks, Diane. For months now, we have all been waiting anxiously for even the slightest amount of relief from the novel coronavirus pandemic and the toll it is taking on our frontline workers, hospitals, and everyone's well-being. Thankfully, help is finally here for Riverside County, and residents can get a sense of hope. Although this will not be an overnight fix, the recently approved Pfizer vaccine is said to be about 95% effective against the coronavirus. Today, Friday, December 18th, close to 15,000 doses of the Pfizer vaccine are arriving at Riverside University Health System, public health facilities, and several pre-selected hospitals, which include Loma Linda Murrieta, Rancho Springs, Inland Valley, and Temecula Valley Hospital. Now, this amount of doses will be enough to vaccinate about 7,000 people. Limited supplies of the COVID-19 vaccination will be distributed in 2 subphases in the attempt to reach critical populations first. Phase 1A will start with healthcare personnel who are treating patients with COVID-19. Phase 1A includes 3 tiers that will be administered to certain healthcare workers in order of importance. The first tier are those on the front lines directly involved with patient care, while the second and third tiers are care providers at risk of indirect COVID exposure. Phase 1B will include essential workers and those who are at high risk for severe illness or death, including those who are 65 years of age and older. Phase 2 will aim to vaccinate the remainder of Phase 1, critical populations, and the general public. By Phase 3, the Riverside University Health System is hopeful that there will be a sufficient supply of the vaccine for the entire population. This news is extremely timely, as Riverside County just announced that they are at a 0.0% ICU bed capacity, which includes both COVID and non-COVID patients. On December 14th, Governor Newsom tweeted that another 393,000 more Pfizer vaccines are expected to arrive next week. Moderna, the second COVID-19 vaccine, appears to be on track for approval by regulators. It is anticipated to be distributed as early as next week. Now, you may be wondering, when is it your turn in line to receive the vaccine? Conveniently, abc7.com has a questionnaire based on a nationally used vaccine allocation planner tool, making it very easy to see what category you fall in and when to expect your vaccination. You select the state and county you live in, your industry of work, your age, address any medical conditions, and your residential situation, and you can see what phase you fall under. Based off of my answers, I won't be vaccinated until phase 3. It is important to know that in this challenging time, there are COVID-19 vaccine scams happening. Please note that you cannot pay to put your name on a list for higher priority, nor will you get a call about the vaccine in exchange for personal information. Be sure to continue all COVID-19 safety protocols. Vaccinating healthcare workers will provide some defense, but won't provide relief initially in the current surge of cases. Now on to our next story. Greenhouse gases have a direct effect on climate change, which is a leading cause of the increased wildfires we see sparking up throughout the county and the state. Spirit of Innovation takes a look at what makes Riverside County vulnerable to the effects of global warming and the steps being taken to create a better environment for future generations.
Global warming will cause Riverside County's temperatures to continue to rise throughout the century. According to the California Department of Public Health, by the year 2080, high carbon emissions will increase our average temperature from 63.5 degrees to 70 degrees, which could have devastating effects.
We basically need to do anything we can think of to reduce carbon emissions and even possibly pull carbon out of the atmosphere actively in order to solve the problem. In Riverside County, unfortunately, we have some of the worst air quality in the country. Not only do we have the pollution that blows over from Los Angeles area and Orange County to us, we also have a lot of warehouse industry and trucking that goes on in our county. And unfortunately, those trucks are currently using diesel fuel to run. And so not only are they emitting carbon dioxide, which is warming our climate, but they're emitting pollutants, which are bad for us.
The county's increasing population growth also makes an impact. More people means more cars on the road, using more fossil fuels. And then there's the issue of keeping everyone cool.
The problem is that right now, air conditioning, some of that energy is still coming from fossil fuels. And when it gets really, really hot and everybody has their air conditioner on, it stresses our electric system. And that's when even more dirty fuels are used because we just don't have enough solar power or wind power stored to take care of those needs.
The warming temperatures are especially affecting the desert portion of Riverside County. Its ecologically sensitive ecosystems, such as the Salton Sea, make the area particularly vulnerable.
The reason that the Salton Sea is shrinking right now is because urban areas, especially in San Diego County, are claiming a larger share of the water that comes into that region. But the problem is, as the sea shrinks, it's exposing the lake bed, which actually has very dangerous particles that can be whipped up by those high winds that we have in the desert area. And it's very bad for people's health.
Fortunately, Riverside County supports a wide range of renewable energy sources. 4,000 wind turbines generate electricity at 21 wind farms. There are 4 large-scale commercial solar facilities in the eastern desert region. The county is also home to 6 hydroelectric facilities, 3 biogas, fuel cell facilities associated with wastewater treatment plants, and 6 biomass facilities utilizing landfill methane capture, all of which help immensely. But there's more to do.
I think what's really important right now is for cities to do their best to get as clean as possible, because cities actually have a lot of emissions and a lot of control over these emissions.
The City of Riverside is doing just that with many ongoing innovative projects and programs.
The City of Riverside is a national leader in the area of sustainability and has been for a long time. The City Council here and our community have demanded it. We have preserved agricultural and open space land all the way back from the 1980s. A lot of the different crops that are grown in that area are used within the region. Therefore, they don't have to have a lot of emissions associated with traveling and moving those goods. Another area would be our Tequesquite solar facility. This is a smallish utility scale solar project that has been put on top of an old landfill. It is actually contributing both to the renewable energy within the City of Riverside, but it can also serve as a research facility, the Riverside Water Quality Control Plant. That's the fancy name for our sewage treatment plant. It is a state-of-the-art facility where they take effluent and green waste and they process it through a biodigester, which then releases what we call renewable natural gas.
the Riverside City Council recently adopted an aggressive strategic plan that sets goals of 100% renewable energy and 100% carbon neutrality by 2040, which is being implemented by all the city departments.
We have created our Office of Sustainability, which was just created this year. We are creating all of these different processes and procedures internally within the city of Riverside, so that we have areas of social responsibility, economic prosperity, as well as that environmental stewardship as we move forward.
Climate change is happening now and affecting all of us, but with innovation on a global and local level, we can create a better future for all.
Christmas is approaching very quickly. Here's a story sure to get you in the holiday mood. Now, if you're like the hashtag JDSFamily and traditionally watch holiday classics to get into the merry spirit, you are going to love this treat. Here to break down their favorite Yuletide flicks are some of our JDS Creative Academy job training participants.
Hi, I'm Elazar, and my favorite Christmas movie during the holiday season is The Christmas Chronicles, starring Kurt Russell. It's one of the best movies I've watched for the holidays. I really like the humor and bittersweet moments in the movie. This movie can be seen exclusively on Netflix. I'm excited for the sequel now that I have watched the first movie. It's premiered on Netflix for the 2020 holiday season. I wonder what's in store. Here's an interesting fun fact. Kurt Russell and actress Goldie Hawn, who portrays Santa and Mrs. Claus, although never married, have a long-lasting relationship as a couple. This is one of the few films where the two have appeared together. That wraps up my favorite holiday movie review. I'm Elazar Inadia, saying have a good holiday.
Hi everyone, my name is Trem Sanchez, and here's my Christmas movie review. Let's talk about It's a Wonderful Life, shall we? This film is about a man named George Bailey, played by James Stewart, who in order to help his town, sacrificed his dreams of moving to the big city to stay in his hometown. Unfortunately, he got into a situation and is questioned if those around him would be better off if he never existed. It's during this moment an angel shows him an alternate reality where he was never born. Spoilers, this reality isn't that good. I enjoy multiple parts of the film, such as the characters, the endearing story, and most importantly, the message. The message behind the film is that while your reality may have its challenges, don't give up. You do make a difference in people's lives. This movie is definitely a Christmas classic, and one to watch every year. I'm Trev Sanchez. Merry Christmas.
Everyone loves to watch a great Hallmark Christmas movie during the holidays. Here's one that really hits home for me. Help for the Holidays. This is a great representation showing how we sometimes get too busy in our work and life that we forget what the holiday season is really all about. Slowing down and spending time with loved ones. I recommend this movie to anyone who is looking for a good family movie with a touching reminder about what the holiday season is about. I'm honored to have had the chance to interview the writer. What do you hope viewers take away from this movie?
Entertainment, that they feel good when they're finished watching it, that they've felt like they've spent the last hour and a half seeing something they enjoyed and will want to see again Christmas after Christmas. I'm very fortunate that it has become kind of a classic Christmas movie. And I just, the way that audiences have embraced it has been really heartening for me.
Any advice for an inspired writer?
Don't give up. Don't ever give up. Read a lot of scripts. Look at how they're done. Don't think don't think inside of a box. If you've got a really strange story that's really fun, write it. Write the things you want to write, not what you think people want you to write. Write the stories that are inside of you.
Now that put me into the Christmas spirit. How about you? Now for our Good to Know segment, where we share what's happening here locally this holiday season. If you are a veteran facing possible homelessness, the Inland Empire Homeless Veteran Reintegration Program can help. Services include employment training and opportunities, technical skills classes, career counseling, and referrals for housing, transportation, and mental health services. Small businesses that employ less than 100 workers and have suffered serious losses due to the COVID-19 pandemic can apply for a special hiring tax credit. Applications must be received by the California Department of Tax and Fee Administration before January 15th. A partnership between Riverside County Animal Services and PetSmart reached a milestone in November by facilitating the adoption of over 1,000 pets in the past year. PetSmart's Charities has also awarded Animal Services $75,000 in grants to the agency. And now here's JDSCA pre-apprentice Aaron Perris with some fun events for you to explore this holiday season.
Thanks, Gabby. Looking to purchase some unique handmade gifts while supporting small business? If so, head over to the City of Riverside's Galleria at Tyler, where the SoCal Etsy Guild is hosting a market on the mall's second floor. It starts this Saturday and runs through Wednesday, December 23rd. Masks are required, and all safety regulations will be followed. Also on Saturday, you can join in on the fun on performing arts for all ages with the virtual Alaska World Arts Festival organized by Tony T. There will be select performers from across the globe presenting feel-good vibes with dance, theater, music, visual arts, literature, comedy, film, and storytelling. It all starts at 5 p.m. on meetup.com. Admission is free. It's that time of the year once again to donate toys to children in need on Saturday, December 19th. French Valley holds the Polar Express Toy Drive. This caravan will start on Benton and Cognac and travel to the drive-thru gift shop drop-off at their new location in the Village Town Center. Feel free to decorate your cars and bring the kids for a sweet treat. Let's make sure no child in our community goes without a Christmas. Sometimes, during the busy holiday season, you just want to take a little break. You can do just that with Murrieta's library stay-at-home story time on December 23rd. Tune in at 10 a.m. using the library's Facebook events page, where librarian Miss Allison will read and sing to you and your family. Feeling like you want to light up the night on Christmas Eve? You can at the Rancho Community Church in Temecula. Have a safely distant outdoor candlelight experience featuring Christmas music and, of course, candlelighting. It will also be streamed on Radio for those parked and on YouTube. The event starts at 5 p.m. Ever thought about how it would feel like to drive through a light show? Head over to Silver Lakes Park in Norco and check out Electric Noel, a custom experience timed to holiday theme music. This COVID-safe event runs through January 3rd, and you only need one ticket per car. This would be a really fun thing to do on New Year's Eve, but hurry before tickets are sold out. Speaking of the new year, one of the best ways to get 2021 off to a good start is by doing good deeds for others. The Soldiers Angel Sewing and Crafting Team is looking for volunteers to create handmade pieces of comfort for veterans, deployed, service members, and their families. Don't know how to sew? No problem. They'll show you how to make no-sew blankets. Or you can become a wish granter for Make-A-Wish Foundation and create life-changing wishes for children with critical illnesses. Wish granters meet with children and their and then work with staff to help execute the wishes. We have links to both of these volunteer opportunities and all the events I mentioned on your website. Now we have a special appearance for the big man himself, Santa Claus.
Thank you, Aaron. I'm so happy to be here. Merry Christmas and happy holidays from the JDS family. I believe everyone watching is on my nice list. Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas to all of you. Now relax and enjoy the sights and sounds of Christmas.
Thank you for watching Spirit of Innovation. Be sure and stay connected to our social media for our social updates. Next week, we are releasing our year in review video, and you can still RSVP for a link to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Visit jdscreativeacademy.org for more information. Be sure to listen to our SOI training crew with the JDS Creative Academy news update on radio station 102.5 The Vine. You can find Spirit of Innovation on local TV stations throughout the county, YouTube, all social media platforms, and our website, spiritofinnovation.org. Follow the hashtag JDSFamily to stay in contact with us. And we love hearing from our viewers, so let us know if there's a Riverside County issue or happening that you want us to cover. Thanks again for watching. And from all of us at the hashtag JDSFamily, here's to a healthy, happy, and prosperous 2021 for everyone. Stay safe, and we will see you next year. From Diane Scott, the JDSCA board, our training crew, and myself, happy holidays, SOI out.